Jose, okay, so good morning, everybody. I think I've met everybody, but in case I haven't, my name is Tom Clode. I'm the CEO of the TMX Group. And on behalf of all of us, I'd like to first say good morning, and second say thank you very much for joining us here to celebrate the launch of TMX Group's Financial Literacy Initiative. This is a really proud moment for us, and I'd like to take a moment to explain kind of how we got here. Following the global financial crisis that peaked in the previous year, Finance Minister Jim Flaherty announced the formation of a National Financial Literacy Task Force in the 2009 federal budget. The task force issued a report that made specific recommendation for government, educators, and for businesses to help Canadians build a brighter financial future. One of the recommendations was that financial services providers put a strong emphasis on delivering educational information and ensuring that it is fully understood by Canadians at teachable moments so that Canadians can make responsible financial decisions. Now, as the hub of Canada's financial and capital markets, we believe at TMX Group we're uniquely positioned to guide investors through an important teachable moment in regards to investing and with respect to trading stocks. So today we're proud to be launching the TMX Capital Markets Learning Center, which is a free, I want to emphasize it's free, web-based bilingual information resource designed to help Canadians of all ages, again I want to emphasize of all ages, gain a better understanding of how our capital markets work. At the heart of what we call the CMLC is a unique trading simulator for both equities and stock options, providing what we believe is a real-world market experience. Canadians will be able to use the simulator to test drive various investment strategies by actually creating their own virtual portfolio, making trades and tracking their performance with real market data. All of this without risking real money. Now, we're expanding on the success of the Montreal Exchange's very, very successful derivatives education project, which is targeted at expanding the profile of equity options trading very much so at the grassroots level. This year, the MX University Partnership Program expanded to 19 universities across 5 provinces. We now have 16 MX student ambassadors promoting this initiative, and I'm quite delighted today that 6 of the student ambassadors were able to join us. Thanks very much for traveling here and being part of our launch, being part of our institution, and being part of today's event. We value our association with you. We value your input on what's going on at campuses around the country. And we very much value our association with you and your universities. Now, before 1997, the Toronto Stock Exchange had a trading floor where people could come and essentially observe how it worked and to get a feel for the action of a trading day right here at the Toronto Stock Exchange. Well, that was exciting, and being an old floor guy, I have to say that was quite exciting. To see what we consider to be organized chaos on a trading floor. I really think what we're launching today is actually a richer experience with many more of those teachable moments that came out of the 2009 proposal from the federal government. We very much hope that Canadians find it very helpful. On a personal level, I'd like to thank Carolyn Quick, if I can, because Carolyn has been at the forefront of our effort to build financial literacy, has really done a fabulous job putting this together. And while I get to stand here and kind of look like I'm taking credit on behalf of the institution, she's the one that's really been behind our financial literacy program. And I'm extremely proud of Carolyn's commitment to this in addition to her multitasking with her day job. So thank you, Carolyn, for everything you put in, because you really put your heart and soul in doing this, and I'm very proud of the institution's accomplishment here. So with that, I'd like to invite Mark Adler. Mark is the MP for York Centre to bring greetings on behalf of the Government of Canada And Mark, we're quite honored that you were able to take your time away from a busy schedule you guys have and be here today. So thank you, and you're no stranger to the TMX group, but welcome back, and thanks for coming.
Great to be here. Thanks, Tom. Well, thank you so much, Tom. And I do want to say I wish that simulator had been around when I had bought my Nortel shares a number of years ago. But in any event, you know what? Everybody needs to take one giant step forward. You're all way too far back. Come on, one giant step. Fantastic. Okay. Let me tell you the best example of financial literacy. This is a very savvy fellow with money. Last night, I was in the Yogurties at 11 o'clock at night. It was the end of my day. And this fellow comes in. He looks like he's really down and out on his luck. And he comes in. He goes to the woman at the cash and says, "Listen, I really want to get a Yogurties yogurt, but I don't have any money." So I overheard this. And I'm saying this quickly just because I know there's a time restriction. And so I overheard this, and so I took out $10 and I said, "Come here." Gave him the $10. And so he took the money, bought his yogurt. He comes back with the change, and I said, "You know what? Keep the change." This is a true story. Keep the change, and you'll get another yogurt whenever you next time you're in. He said, No. He said, "I'm going down to Florida tomorrow because we just bought a condominium, and we're going down for the winter." So let that be a lesson to you. For best financial literacy is to get somebody else to pay for your food. So. Thank you very much for allowing me to be here today. I'm pleased to join you this morning for the launch of the TMX Capital Markets Learning Center. I know that this center will help equip students to accomplish greater success in the marketplace and to achieve the prosperity that they seek. Just like this center will enhance the financial expertise of students here in Toronto, our government is taking strong action to enhance financial skills of Canadians young and old from coast to coast. Now, every day, Canadians are faced with a number of important and increasingly complex financial decisions for themselves and their families. Our government understands the needs of consumers and has a proven track record of standing up for them. Therefore, our Conservative government is taking strong action to ensure all Canadians are equipped with the tools and knowledge they need to make informed and educated financial decisions. First, our government established November as Financial Literacy Month. Now, there are a number of organizations who are working and doing wonderful work in this field of financial literacy, many of whom are here today, and I see Rhiannon Trail is here from the Junior Economic Club, and they do an excellent program called A Day on Bay, where they bring students down from a variety of schools in the city of Toronto, and I understand they've got a 3-year waiting list now, where they bring them down to the financial core and throughout the entire day give them an education firsthand on financial literacy and educating them in the world of finance. Another great initiative is undertaken by the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada, and we have Lucy Tedesco here represented for the FCAC. And they've published a number of materials on financial literacy that are available for young people, for middle-aged people, if I may say, seniors, and they're doing an absolute wonderful job, and their materials are all available free of charge, right, to anyone who wants them. So I would encourage all of you to take advantage of what the FCAC has to offer. Now, financial literacy this is Financial Literacy Month, as you all know. And the Financial Literacy Month, we have a calendar of events that take place during this month of November. And if you really want to find out more about some of those events that you can access, I would encourage you to all go to itpays2know.ca and find out what events would appeal to you, and I encourage you to go and attend those. Now, educators can also access the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada's educational programs and materials. As I said earlier, these materials have been successfully used across Canada by learning institutions, community groups, and within the workplace. Now, these are helpful resources that we can all use. Now, it is no accident that our government considers financial literacy to be so important. It is all part and parcel of our plan for fiscal stability. Now, our government is known internationally for strong financial skill and sound economic policy. As you know, we have the lowest debt to GDP ratio of any G7 country of those countries. Since the end of the recession, our government has created over 1 million net new jobs. So since July of 2009, we have created over 1 million jobs. We are rated by the World Economic Forum as having the strongest banking sector. Forbes magazine has said, I know I'm aware of the time, but Forbes magazine has said that we have the best environment to be doing business in right now of any G7 country. Now, Canada is prospering because our government has made the right choices. In fact, earlier this week, in the fall economic statement, Finance Minister Jim Flaherty said that we will have not only a balanced budget by 2015, which our government has been promising for a number of years now, but we will actually be in surplus by 2015-16. Now, Canada is prospering because we have had that plan. Now, I'm confident that the new TMX Capital Markets Learning Centre will equip a new generation of Canadians to do the same. So on behalf of the Government of Canada, I want to congratulate TMX on the launching of the Capital Markets Learning Centre, and I wish you all great continued success. Thank you. Lucy Tedesco from the
I'm always very short for these things, but thank you, Tom and Mr. Adler. I'm very happy to be here for the launch of the TMX Capital Markets Learning Center. This new financial learning tool can help demystify capital markets and investing for all Canadians, including myself, to be honest. And I'm glad to see the university students ambassadors alongside the representatives of the Toronto financial services community, all contributing to spreading the message about the importance of financial literacy. Today, financial literacy is as important as reading. It is a life skill. And I lead the Financial Consumer Agency of Canada, and our mandate is to contribute to and support the activities that strengthen Canadians' financial literacy. The launch of the Capital Markets Learning Centre today is a perfect example of how we can increase financial literacy of Canadians. This is particularly fitting today as we are at the halfway point of Financial Literacy Month, and organizations from the private, public, and voluntary sectors across Canada are holding activities, collaborating, and introducing resources to help Canadians improve their knowledge, skills, and confidence to make responsible financial decisions. Thank you, TMX, for providing this powerful learning resource and making it open and available to anyone who wants to learn how capital markets work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And just one other thing I'd like to do is thank two other of our key staff that have worked on this. First, Richard is hiding back there, but Richard did a lot of the work on the trading simulator. And Stephanie does a ton of work for us in addition to her normal job with the student ambassador work. So thank both of you for your important parts of the success of today too. So without further ado, let me propose a toast so we can get over and open the market to the continued success of our collective efforts on improving financial literacy, and a big thank you to all involved in our initiation of today's simulator and our initiation of our program. Cheers. Cheers. 10, 9, 8,